Israel has faced an uphill battle in the international media as the operation in Gaza rages on. Many news outlets have focused only on the operation itself, without mentioning that Israel is working to stop Hamas rockets. Who started the battle? Was it Hamas when it decided to begin firing Qassams and later Katyushas into Israel? Or was it Israel when it made the decision to dismantle rocket-launching squads? An interview with former IDF spokesman Nahman Shay reveals some of the thinking behind Israel's PR strategy.
The strategy is saying something very clearly, that Israel has been waiting very long, maybe too long, until she took action. That currently 250,000 of Israelis now are living under a permanent threat of Qassams and the Grad and other kinds of rockets being fired from Gaza any given moment. This is unacceptable and intolerable, and I don't believe there's any other country in the world that will accept that situation. And also, we are trying not to escalate the situation. We believe when we pulled back from Gaza 2.5 years ago, we truly believe this is going to be the end of our animosity between us and the Palestinians living in Gaza. There was no any reason any longer why the Palestinians would have continued to attack and to launch terror into Israel. And the outcome was different. So it took us some time to understand that that it didn't work. It just didn't work. And the terror continues even while we are not positioned on Gaza soil. It's not just that they wake up in the morning and say, let's go and launch some Qassams into Israel. That's the ideology. The ideology is terror. The ideology is to destroy the Zionist entity. You hear other voices in the region saying the same. It's coming from Iran currently, or even I would say from Syria, and currently only Syria. But it's the same direction that some Arab terrorist organizations are going, and Hamas is one of the most extreme terror organizations in this region now. So without terror, there's no raison d'etre. Without terror, there's no life for them. They will not be able to mobilize the people of Gaza. At this stage, the first priority is to calm down Gaza and to stop the rockets. Even if we pay in terms of our public relations and in terms of our public diplomacy. Every Israeli will tell you that. I know we are going to pay a certain price, but there's no other alternative. So we should take into consideration what the media reports and how, and we should respond and we should deliver our messages, and we should try to convince governments and NGOs and media organizations that we are doing the right thing and we are just taking and exercising our right of defense. And we are just protecting our life in this country. But at the end of the day, what really matters is that the people of Sderot and the people of Ashkelon and the people of the surrounding areas will enjoy their normal life like any other individual in Israel or around the world. Every country would have done exactly the same once its civilian population is being attacked from outside, from across the border. There's no other alternative and there's no other way, even in this crazy world.